ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. I hope you're doing great. In case you've been living under a rock, or if you've been living under the landing gear of a 747, we don't know, it could happen. You might have missed this, but Sim Update 15 has been delayed again. It was supposed to be released in March, and then it was delayed until April, and then it was delayed until the 7th of May, and everybody was excited with its release, but guess what, didn't happen. And now we don't even have a release date. So we actually don't know when it's coming out. Could be coming out tomorrow, could be coming out next week, next month, we don't know. The only thing that we know, it's been delayed because of performance issues and WASM issues. WASM, WASM, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but what is WASM, by the way? It's supposed to mean WebAssembly, and it's a technology that allows high performance code to be generated or run, and it's basically used by third-party developers to use it in their add-ons, I guess. It also facilitates the integration of add-ons into the marketplace, which means that kind of facilitates the usage of these add-ons with Xbox. Now let's get something out of the way. Sim Update 15 is the last update of 2024. Yep, we now know this because Sim Update 16 has been scheduled to release in 2025, so there's two conclusions here. That Sim Update 15 is the last of this year, but also that's the last update before MSFS 2024 gets released. We all estimate that 2024 is going to be released between September and November. I personally don't have an opinion on that. I just hope that they release it when it's ready to come out, and don't rush it, please. 2020 was bad enough as it was. So yeah, now that we know this, what is actually Sim Update 15 supposed to bring us? Well, major performance improvements is one of them. This has been an ongoing topic since it was ever released, and 2024 was promised to have like super great performance in comparison to 2020. So maybe this is like a stepping stone to 2024, and they're hoping that Sim Update 15 brings the maximum performance that this engine can get. Just speculating here, but might be the case. It also comes with improvements on ground handling, and this doesn't mean loading bags and catering and all that stuff. Nope. It means that the friction of the tires on the ground is now extremely improved, which is gonna also improve your landings and your taxi feeling, which also allows us to properly do crosswind takeoffs. Up until now, the handling on the ground was not the best. Airplanes were very reactive, and you had to really balance and fight your rudder pedals, and this is supposedly fixed. And also the fact that when you land, the airplane goes all over the place and makes tail draggers a nightmare to fly. Well, this was supposedly fixed because of the increase of tire friction, making it kinda feel what it's supposed to feel like. And also, crosswind takeoffs and landings should be easier because now you can actually dip the wing towards where the wind is coming from, as you should, and as it is in real life. The other thing that's coming out on Sim Update 15 is the A320neo by IndyBuilds. This was once available to us for testing, and it was removed before because of, I mean, they said it was performance issues, but if I still have the opinion that they had some troubles with fly-by-wire, and everybody knows about that issue. Anyways, if you do want to take a look at that A320neo by IndyBuilds, I still have a first look video on the channel. I'm gonna link it up here on the top somewhere, so let's go ahead and take a look at that if you wish. By now, we should probably address the elephant in the room. There's a lot of us that complain, and a lot of us that support these delays, and opinions just kind of work like that. But in my opinion, I think we have to consider that Sim updates are one of the main updates that MSFS has, and it's now actually being tested in open beta programs that we didn't have before. I think that is always actually trying to learn from their mistakes in the past and trying to flesh out as many issues before they actually release the update. I personally believe that they were smart to include open beta builds and let people test it out, let people find the issues before they actually commit to saying, hey, this is the actual SIM update. Yes, it takes longer and it creates a bit of frustration when the delays happen, but honestly, SIM update 14 is not even in a bad state right now. I think it's pretty stable. I haven't had any major issues with it. There's small issues, but nothing major. So honestly, I don't think there's any rush in releasing it. Just, I would like it if it was released before, the release of MSFS 2024, but quite certain that it's gonna happen. With that said, there's basically two options here. Either you wait and you get a proper and decent update, or you just keep complaining and they're gonna try and push it, and it's gonna have countless errors, countless bugs that are just not gonna make a good release. And we're going back into the past where we complain about every single update that broke our simulators. Before we finish up, I just wanna say something about the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The trailers have looked nice. Every bit of information that we got about the simulator has been quite nice, but we are a bit, well, I say we, but I am a bit scared of its release, because we know what a train wreck of a release it was MSFS. There wasn't a lot of stuff to begin with. Things didn't really work as they should, and to this day we still don't have main things that we should. I'm gonna be the 1 millionth person to say this, but we still don't have a proper weather radar, and these things have now been promised for 2024. So I guess it's just my opinion, but I guess that they are saving up all these good things for 2024 as a marketing tool. I mean, it's a bit bad that we don't have it in 2020, but honestly, most of us are probably gonna move to 2024 anyways, if it's actually better and if the release is proper. So if we go in the same line of thinking, as always, learning from their mistakes in the past, they're understanding that Xbox pilots, if you want to call it that, and PC pilots are, it's a big chunk and it's a big niche, so there's a lot of potential clients, and I think they're understanding that they need to please both sides. They need to please the arcade side, where most of the Xbox and people that fly with a controller stand on, but they also need to cater to the actual flight sim enthusiasts, the ones that really go into this like full on with all the equipment, all the gadgets, and really strive for realism. So if they can cater to that in 2024 in the release date, I think we got a good thing coming. Now, this doesn't mean that MSFS is going to be abandoned, of course, because we already have a few updates that are scheduled on 2020, but the main focus is clearly going to be 2024. So we should probably just count on that being the main product from now on. And it's not a big deal, honestly. I mean, we had FSX in the past, and it was surpassed by P3D, and then you have the other end of the spectrum. You got X-Plane that was surpassed by X-Plane 12. Just things gotta keep moving forward, and MSFS 2020 was not gonna be, MSFS 2020 for another 10 years. It has to be upgraded. So, I think it's a good thing. So to sum this all up, take your time, Azobo. We are most likely all gonna switch to MSFS 24 anyways. Sim Update 14 is in a great state as it is. Sim Update 15 can wait, so just make sure you flesh out all of the problems that we have right now with the beta builds and all the upcoming issues that might come when you think that you're about to release, and it's all good. It's all good. Just take your time. We appreciate it. And you guys that are watching, just let me know if you agree with this. If you don't agree, I want to hear your opinions, so don't forget to comment on the video. And I've heard that for every like and every subscribe that you give out to the channel, apparently Azobo gets closer to releasing 2024. I don't know if it's true, but just go ahead and try it. Just click that button over there, and let's see if it works. So yeah, until the next one, safe flights to everyone. See ya!